Welcome back once again to another WWE prediction video. Today, we're talking about the second ever all-women's pay-per-view in WWE Evolution. Now, I don't know how I sound particularly. I have I got the new mic, obviously. I recorded the other two videos like 2 days ago. I'm recording this one as of Saturday morning when it's supposed to go up Saturday morning. So that's fun. I have a new arm for this specific mic, one that actually fits this mic, because it didn't work on my other arm that I had for my Quadcast S. So, yeah, and then I got a pop filter over it, so I'm not sure how I'm going to sound with the pop filter on it, but we'll find out, I guess. Evolution, man. This pay-per-view, this sucks. This entire weekend of wrestling matches is just both WWE and AEW are not hitting on all cylinders right now. I mean, they're not. AEW, I just feel like, is not putting enough emphasis on their builds and their stories and all that stuff. A lot of it's kind of just, people are going to hate me for saying this, a lot of it's just wrestling, in all honesty with you. And I kind of like a little more from my wrestling, personally. But WWE isn't, they're trying to do builds, but the only problem with WWE's builds right now is that there's so many pay-per-views, so many PLE-like things on the schedule. You got 3 weeks, Saturday night's main event, another 3 weeks we got SummerSlam, another 3 weeks we got Clash in Paris. It's just 3 weeks between each pay-per-view, and it doesn't give time for actual proper build. And I'm going to move my mic a little bit, but it's just not very good. And with this Evolution pay-per-view is just put here to combat AEW's biggest show. In a way, I mean, it's Sunday and not Saturday, and it all ends on Saturday, Evolution's on Sunday. But, like, I don't know. I feel like the women themselves here in WWE feel overshadowed, and probably should. I mean, they were just put here on this weekend because All In's running yesterday. They keep sacrificing NXT to run during AEW shows for some, who knows what reason, because I'm not watching NXT over AEW. I mean, I like NXT. I don't think NXT is bad. I can't really watch it live. There's some things I don't really like about it. Plus, I also go to the gym at that time when NXT is actually on. There's some things I like about NXT, and there are some things that I don't really like, personally. But with, I don't know, man. It just feels like, first of all, the builds for these matches suck. I mean, the only one with actual build is, it's probably not going to be the main event. I think the main event's Io and Rhea, which the main event should be is Lyra versus Becky versus Bayley, because that's the only match that actually has proper build. And then maybe Jade and Naomi, but Jade fucking sucks, dude. I'm sorry, I'm not a fan of Jade. I don't think she's very good. I hope Naomi cashes in and stops her from winning the championship, or Jade wins the championship and Naomi just comes in and steals it. I don't know. I don't really care to see Jade as our champion in any way, but I guess we'll see what happens with that. Anyway, I suppose we can get right here into this Evolution card, and let's get our predictions rolling. Let's get out of here. Match number 1, the Evolution Battle Royal. I don't specifically know the names in this. I think like Nikki Bella, Stephanie Vaquer, and Ivy Nile are the only ones I really know. I just saw a picture earlier this morning of who was actually all in it. I never actually stopped and looked at it, so I'm not really sure particularly. But I think there's only really one of two names that could win this, and it's going to be Stephanie Vaquer or Nikki Bella. And I personally would not see it. I really don't think Nikki Bella is going to go to Clash in Paris, because the winner of this is a championship match at Clash in Paris. Now, I don't really care to see Nikki Bella get a championship match against Tiffany Stratton or Io Sky at Evolution, Clash in Paris, or whoever else, Naomi, or whoever's going to be the champion at that point. I don't know who'd be Io Sky for the title, if I'm being honest with you. I would love to see Stephanie Vaquer at one point. I don't know if Stephanie Vaquer is going to win exactly at Clash in Paris, so I think that might be a little too early. But I think Stephanie Becker wins this Battle Royal. I think she's going to go on to face Io Sky at Clash in Paris. I know WWE does want to do that match at some point. So, yeah, I feel like that'll be the thing here. So I'm going to go with Stephanie Becker. Match number 2. We got Jacy Jayne versus Jordynne Grace for the NXT Women's Championship. And I said this in my NXT prediction video. I'm not a big fan of Jacy Jayne in any particular way. I do respect the fact that Shawn Michaels went out and tried to take a chance on somebody. I respect that unpredictability, and that's what I love about Shawn Michaels' booking. Now, I don't think he always picks the right champion, personally, because I wouldn't have gone with Jacy Jayne. I honestly would have gone with Fallon Henley more than Jacy Jayne, but Jacy Jayne's been there for a long time. It's cool to see her get her props. I'm not a particular big fan of her, but I can respect Shawn Michaels for doing something new. Sorry about that. I was requested upon. Where was I? I don't know. I do think Jacy Jayne retains here. I can't really see Jordynne Grace when Jacy Jayne just won the title. She hasn't defended it once yet. I think this is her first defense of the title. I believe. I'm not entirely sure. I think she just won it like 3, 4, 5 weeks ago. But I think Jacy Jayne will successfully defend the NXT Women's Championship here. I don't think she loses it until she loses it to Blake Monroe. And it's unfortunate for Jordynne Grace, man. She's kind of like Ethan Carter III, EC3 in a way. She really just came at the wrong place at the wrong time, if I'm being honest with you. She is good enough to be NXT Women's Champion. She is. I mean, 100%. Jordynne Grace is actually she's really good at what she does. But she just kind of came in at a time. We had Julia, Stephanie Becker, and then we got, Mariah May or Blake Monroe. I just feel like she's kind of here at the right. Maybe she does win the championship. Maybe Shawn Michaels goes and puts it on her. But I guess we'll see what happens. I got Jacy Jayne winning here, though. Match number 3. We got Charlotte and Alexa Bliss versus Zarya and Sol Ruka versus the Kabuki Warriors and Asuka and Kairi Sane versus Judgment Day in Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez. Originally, I did think Charlotte and Alexa Bliss were going to win this match. I just had that feeling that it's what was going to happen. But now Alexa Bliss, they had that Fatal 4, which is fucking stupid. I hate when they do this stuff. It's every single multi-man / multi-woman match. It's like, oh, we got a Fatal 4-way tag team match. Let's put 4 of the women, 1 from each respective team, in a Fatal 4-way, and let's just see who wins. Let's give away half the fucking match on SmackDown. I hate that. It is not how you build a fucking shit. It's not how you build a match. I mean, you could have had all 4 of these women in the ring, have like some kind of promo thing, and then everybody just kind of go at it. It would have been much better than just throwing a fucking random Fatal 4-way on SmackDown to let's see who wins, because I don't know. It's awful. It's Vince McMahon booking. They always do like, oh, these guys are in a tag team match at the pay-per-view. Let's do one guy from that tag team versus the other guy from that tag team. That's not how you build a fucking pay-per-view. That's how you build a match. You're just giving away half the match. I mean, it's just dumb. Now I'm going to go with Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez retaining. I thought maybe they'd lose the titles here because I think Judgment Day just kind of has too many titles at this point. But I guess maybe they don't lose the titles. I don't really know. I can't really see Asuka and Kairi winning. I don't see Sol or Zarya winning. The only other team I saw winning was Charlotte and Alexa, and that's why I gave it to them. But then Alexa just won that Fatal 4-way last night, so it's like, classic wrestling 101 here. It's more than likely that Charlotte and Alexa aren't going to win. So I'm going to go with Raquel and Roxanne this time and to retain here. And let's move on. Match number 4. We got Jade Cargill versus Naomi in a no-holds-barred match, I believe, is what this match is. No holds barred stipulation is good, I guess. I think these women had a match at WrestleMania. It was okay. It wasn't particularly good in any way, but it was alright, I guess. But I don't really know what you want me to say. I mean, every single time Jade and Naomi have been on TV, first of all, Naomi steals the thunder almost every time because this heel Naomi's great. I love heel Naomi. I do think she'll be cashing in at SummerSlam with the Money in the Bank briefcase. I don't know when Seth Rollins cashes in, but obviously this isn't about the men of WWE. But Naomi, I think, cashes in at SummerSlam here to either stop Jade Cargill from winning the championship, or taking the title from Jade Cargill. And, yeah. But, unfortunately, because I think we all know Naomi's going to win at SummerSlam, or cash in at SummerSlam, I do believe Jade Cargill is going to win here. And, obviously, she can't lose. She's going to face Tiffany Stratton at SummerSlam, so a match I'm not particularly excited for, but I will be excited to see Naomi cash in and win that WWE Women's Championship, hopefully. So far, in the last couple of years, Triple H has been grade A with booking the Women's Money in the Bank. Not so much with the Men's Money in the Bank, but we'll let that slide for now. We're not going to let that fucking slide. No, it's awful. I can let Austin Theory slide. Drew McIntyre was alright. Not Drew McIntyre. Damian Priest was alright. I think we all wanted LA Knight. Drew McIntyre sucked. I didn't like that one at all. I didn't think we need to push that forward, that story. And then, this year with Seth Rollins didn't need it, didn't deserve it. I guess I can't really say he didn't deserve it, but he didn't need it. He's already a fucking star. He's already a big star. He doesn't need the Money in the Bank. I think we all wanted LA Knight. I personally wanted LA Knight, but whatever. Other than that, I got Jade Cargill beating Naomi here. So, yeah. Match number 5. Tiffany Stratton versus Trish Stratus for the WWE Women's Championship. Now, these next 2 matches, I believe, are Women's Championship matches. And, well, all 3 of them are Women's Championship matches because they're the only, there's 3 Women's Championship. Why wasn't the Women's U.S. title defended on this fucking pay-per-view? What the fuck? Whatever. I mean, you're going to have 7 matches. You might as well have the fucking women. Poor Julia. Whatever. It doesn't matter. First of all, they had the WWE Women's Champion and the Women's World Champion pick their opponents for Evolution. Talk about fucking boring build, dude. What the fuck? I mean, that is awful. And I mean awful. You're gonna have them pick their opponents? Oh, God, dude, these women's championships right now, the only good women's championship that's being booked right now is the Intercontinental Championship. That's actually because it has a story and feels important. The Women's World Championship hasn't been seen since fucking WrestleMania. Or at least Io Sky hasn't defended it since WrestleMania. She hasn't probably even had a match since WrestleMania, if we're being honest here. She maybe had 1 or 2. I can't exactly remember. Because there's all this other shit going on with Liv Morgan or something like that. And now Liv's hurt, which sucks for her. But, it's just like, I don't know. The Women's World Championship has been booked poorly. This Io Sky run has not been good. And it sucks. Tiffany Stratton's run has been mid, at least. I feel like, I don't want to say we're hitting a ceiling with Tiffany Stratton, because I still feel like she can get a lot better. But I feel like we're hitting a ceiling with this championship run right now, which I do believe it ends at SummerSlam. But, yeah, I guess we'll see what happens. I think this is pretty obvious. I think Tiffany Stratton is going to beat Trish Stratus here. Trish Stratus isn't winning the Women's Championship. It's not going to happen. And let's be honest. Tiffany Stratton's winning. She's going to go face Jade Cargill at Evolution. And then she's going to lose it to Naomi Cashin. Or she's going to lose it to Jade Cargill. And Jade's going to lose it to a Naomi Cashin. But, obviously, I got Tiffany Stratton winning here. Match number 6. Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley for the Women's World Championship. This... I mean, what other match were they going to do, I guess? What other match on Raw could you have done for Io Sky? I don't really know, personally. I'm sick of seeing Rhea with the title. I mean, I really am. It's been like every pay-per-view since she freaking first won the title against Charlotte. Obviously, she was champion for a year at that point and had to relinquish it to injury. I think we all know she was in for a very long reign at that point, and honestly, I think... Now, I don't mean this in a bad way. I think the injury to Rhea kind of saved that title reign from being a really boring title reign, because I thought the title reign was actually really good, and I feel like if that would have continued past WrestleMania, it honestly would have gotten stale, but obviously she had to relinquish it, and we got the Becky Lynch stuff, which is cool that Becky Lynch had the title, I guess. But the Liv Morgan stuff I thought was really good. And then, even though we had like 3 Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley matches, it ended in Rhea Ripley winning the title anyway. Which then had Io Sky win it before WrestleMania, and then Io retaining at WrestleMania. But it should be a great match. Io and Rhea always put on entertaining matches. I don't think Rhea's ever beaten Io. and I don't think she beats Io here. I feel like Rhea beating Io here is the wrong decision. I don't want to see Rhea with the championship right now, personally. She will be champion again. It's inevitable. She's still only, what, 27 now? I don't really know. But Io should retain here. I mean, we need something different here. It can't be just Rhea and Io going at it all the time. I don't know what they do. Hopefully Stephanie Vacker will come on up, but I don't know what Io does at SummerSlam. I would have done Io and Stephanie Vacker at SummerSlam, but no, the women, obviously you can't just be like, hey, the women's of this Battle Royal gets a Women's World Championship at SummerSlam, because half that Battle Royal is SmackDown superstars. So you have to say Clash in Paris, because that's the pay-per-view after SummerSlam, and it just makes sense for the SmackDown roster. But I don't know. Stephanie Vacker, I'm assuming, is winning that Battle Royal. I'm assuming we're getting Io versus Stephanie Vacker at SummerSlam. But what does Io do at SummerSlam? I don't know. I guess we're gonna find out. But I got Io beating Rhea here. As we move on to the final match, which I would prefer to be the main event, but I'm pretty sure Io versus Rhea will be the main event. But we got Lyra Valkyria versus Bayley versus Becky Lynch for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Should be a really good match, man. I mean, just all three of these wrestlers right here are fucking fantastic what they do. Becky Lynch's heel run this time around has been far better than whatever that last run was, because, man, that last run, there are people out there that like it, and I'm honestly surprised, because I thought it sucked. I did not like that welcome to the big time or shit like that. It was awful, personally, to me. This heel run is way better from Becky Lynch. I feel like she's actually, like, she feels, I feel like I should hate her. I mean, I do. Unlike last time, where it just, I don't even know what last time was, if I'm being honest. I don't know how I felt about the last time she was heel. I didn't like it. I didn't think it felt real in any way. This one feels better. I like this one. It's really helping Lyra Valkyria become a bigger babyface. I do think Lyra would be a good option for another women's world championship match. Though I don't know what we do with the women's intercontinental championship, but I guess we'll see. Other than that, Bayley is phenomenal at what she does, and this is just a really good story here, man. And I do think Lyra gets the women's intercontinental championship back at some point, even though honestly, I don't know what I prefer. I don't know if I prefer Bayley winning the championship or what I prefer. I think Becky Lynch retains here. She just won the title, even though I could easily see her losing it back to Lyra, but I don't think that happens until maybe like SummerSlam. But I do think Becky Lynch wins here, retains the Women's Intercontinental Championship, and that will do it for our Evolution predictions here. If you guys did enjoy, please drop a like. That would be greatly appreciated. If you're new here, please subscribe for more WWE and AEW professional wrestling content, and we do video game content as well. We don't really have anything for July. I might do some Ready or Not with a friend, but we'll see what happens there. Other than that, we got Mafia of the Old Country coming in August, the Dying Light the Beast, Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater, and Lost Souls Aside, all coming in August. We got more in September, a lot more in October. I don't even know what November and December look like yet, but sure we'll find out. Social medias in the description below, Twitter and Instagram. You can go and follow all those. Leave a comment of what you thought of my predictions for Evolution, and leave a comment with your predictions for Evolution, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you for tuning in.